Oh boy, you are surrounded by the bandit band of the infamous Norris the Grey. You dare to invade my halls? He snarls. Surrender or die. Yeah, this is not... I don't think we can fight our way out of this. I don't think any amount of positive RNG... I mean, they are missing him a lot, but no, he's dead. Okay. All right, what is up, glasses gang? It is Cody here, your bro with the glasses, and today on our Pool of Radiance stream we have a couple of things. I have a couple of things to share. So last stream we made it to level 2. Every single character except for our magic user, who did not seem to have enough points. So Loris is our magic user here. She has over 2,000 experience points, and 2,000 experience points was good enough to get the other characters up to level 2. And I believe we have enough money, more than enough money, to get her there. But she just doesn't have enough experience points. So we want to get Loris. That's our kind of first objective. We want to get Loris to level 2. She's very squishy right now with only 4 HP. And when we get Loris to level 2, we can also teach her the sleep spell, which I'm very excited about because I have heard that it is massively overpowered and almost a necessity, according to some folks. Now, I also found out that with our characters, when you level them up, their HP rolls are randomized. It's just like Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition, where you actually roll a die, and whatever value you get, that's how much you add to HP, along with your Constitution HP bonus if you get one of those. And so what I did... there's a little bit of experimentation from last stream. You know, basically, just like how you can re-roll your stats when you're creating your characters, you can basically train, you know, save and then train. And then if you don't get a good HP roll, you can just quit and reload the game and basically roll again, train again to get a different value. So I did that off stream. So you can see here that Braun now went from 10 HP to 20 HP. I think that's the maximum he could get, I think. Not 100% sure. Glim went from 8 to 18. So, and the same thing for Tara, went from 10 to 20. So they have all gone up by 10 HP. Braun and Tara have doubled their HP. Ilara, same thing. She doubled from 8 to 16. And then for Fex, we got him as high as he would go. You're rolling essentially a D6, I believe, for Thieves. He doesn't have very good constitution, only 12. So he doesn't get a bonus, but I don't think he gets a penalty either. So we just kept training and restarting the game until we got better HP values. You know, I'm sure there are some people who have feelings about this. To me, it's available in the game. And I don't really see it as being any different than I know I don't have to justify it, but I don't really see it as any different than just re-rolling when you're creating your character in the first place. So, you know, we did some randomization on the front end with HP rolls, and that's how Fex ended up with only 2 HP, as he got a terrible roll. And so here we said, no, we're not going to do that because we actually want to win this game. And so that's the process that I... took there for getting better HP rolls. So everybody is at level 2 except for Loris. And now we've cleared the slums. We've collected the commission for clearing the slums. The next thing I think we need to do is explore the well area, Kuto's well. And so we're going to head back there now. And I'm going to see if I can find my way there. Maybe I can find my way there without getting lost. That would be cool. Or not. I think we're up. Nope, that's already... We already got a little bit lost. Okay, so it's not that. Maybe it's... no, I don't think so. Don't we go south here and then... This is the only door here. Okay, then. Are you serious right now? I really thought this was the way. Guess not. Okay. Are you feeling turned around? I'm feeling turned around. Okay, there's a door right here. Oh yeah, we have to bash in the door. Okay, so I just took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. There we bash this door into the stable. And now we're here with the fortune teller. If we turn up here, there's a door that takes us out into this area. And now this will take us over here. So we are leaving this slum block. We do have search on, which is increasing our random encounter rate because we do need to get Loris up to level 2. So we really want all the experience points we can get our hands on. And now if we turn south and move this way over here, you can see we're next to the well. Before you lies Kuto's well. It is a source of water in all seasons. Now the enemies down here in Kuto's well are pretty strong. So I think before we head down there, we might want to explore a few more of these areas just to see if there's anything, scripted encounters or otherwise, that might give us some easier experience because again, yeah, it's not great down in Kuto's well. It's still pretty tough. I'm turned around. Let's head south. Oh, lizard men. All right, so let's fight the lizard men. I did increase our speed pretty severely, and I did that when I was re-rolling for our HP, and I was reloading, and I wanted the game to move as quickly as possible. So we're going to see how this goes, but probably need to lower the speed at some point so we can actually read text on the screen. As a matter of fact, I should be able to do that if I just go over here into my... I don't know if we have to reload or not though, but if I go here in my Retro Arch options, we are using the DOSBox Pure Core. It's either under Performance, yeah. But I don't, was it this one or was it actually Emulation? I think it is this one here, but I don't remember what I had it set on. We don't want to set it here. That's going to be way too slow. So, I mean, we could pretend it's on a 486, which is a pretty fast machine, actually a little faster than what this game probably originally ran on. So we'll go ahead and say, I don't know why I'm stressing about this. We'll go ahead and say it's running on 386, which is about what you would likely have in 1988. You might need to restart though, maybe. So, okay, giant lizard flees in panic. Did it just slow? It must have just slowed everything down. Whoopsie. So we shouldn't have adjusted to a 386. Maybe that's what slowed it down. Oh, come on. I've broken the game. Your teammate is dying. Wow, it massively slowed the game down. Continue battle. We're going to say no. We got 117 experience points. That's cool. But it doesn't look like we got any loot there. So now if we go to encamp and we go to alter and we go to speed. Okay, so what were we on? We were on the slowest setting. Got it. I think in my experiments before, speed 3 was good. So we're going to roll with that. That gave us the ability to mostly read everything that was on the screen. We're going to go ahead and save on slot 3, and we don't want to exit to DOS. So we're going to see if this speed is acceptable or not. So there's another door to the south, or we could go around this way. That is a dead end. I just want to check the other side to see if it is a dead end or if there could be hidden treasure or enemies. And so now we're going to head south here. The door, okay, this is running pretty slow. The door has been nailed shut. Will you force it open? We're just going to go back in our settings for a second. And instead of saying that it's running on a 386, let's just say that we bump all the way up to a 486. Actually, it's not. Oh, no, that is a lot faster. Or we can just say it's running on a faster 386. Let's see if we like that better. I'm being a little nitpicky here. The door has been nailed shut. Will you force it open? I mean... we just saved, so yeah. The door is freed. A wide-eyed woman is seated on a rug. At your entry she stands. Greetings, bold ones. I have long awaited your coming. My time here is short, for the world enters a new age. Okay, she's been dabbling. An evil spirit from an unholy pool guides your enemies. Ooh, is this the pool of Radiance? It hides behind a fair countenance. Be not deceived with that. The woman is gone. Oh, be not deceived with that. The woman is gone. So this has got to be the pool of Radiance, right? Wow. So there's a pool Beneath the rug, you find a compartment containing arms and armor. Do you take them? Well, of course I take them. The party has found treasure. Wow, 800 experience points. We should be able to get Loris to level 2 now. Let's see what the loot is. Banded mail. We don't really need it. Quarterstaff and bracers. That's all things we bought. But we're going to go ahead and take it, and we can sell it. So Braun is holding on to that stuff. Wow, we need to rest as well. And then pool share, exit. We definitely need to encamp and rest for sure. And we're going to have to rest for at least 20 to get Braun back up to maximum HP. Braun gets back up, Glim gets back up, the whole party's healed. Man, that is still running slower than I want it to run. Maybe I'm just used to it running faster, but we're just going to update our core here. So I want it to run faster. Let's just put it on. Let's put it on the fastest 486, but not in the Pentium era. And of course, if you don't know anything about computer processors right now, you're probably like, what the heck is this guy talking about? But basically, you had the 286, the 386, and the 486. Kind of the 286, I think, started in the early 80s. Somebody can correct me. And then the 386 came in maybe mid to late 80s. And then the 486 was quite a bit faster in the late 80s to early 90s. And these were just faster processors. And so by emulating a different processor, these old DOS games is very common. These old DOS games are very much affected by the processor speed. And so if your processor was too fast, it literally says this in the Pool of Radiance manual. It says, adjust the game speed based on your processor. If you have a really fast processor, then you would bring the speed down. And if you had a slower processor, you'd want to play at max speed, the max speed that was available to you. So we are going to immediately go back to Flan, and we are going to get Loris to level 2 because that was one of our primary goals for this play session. We're going to bash this door in. I think this is where we're going, and we're going to go in here. And from here, we can go straight ahead. Come back here. I mean, movement speed is good with this 486 DX2 or whatever it was called. Let's go ahead and encamp and save on our B file. If you remember, we've been using the B file for saving in the city, which is kind of funny. We should be using C for city probably. And we've been using the C file for saving out in the combat areas. So that's how I was justifying that. We need to go to the training hall though. So we need to find the magic user training hall. Magic users and clerics go north. That would be up here. And let's see, through the east door, and clerics to go through the west door. So magic users go through the east door. That would be this one here. We train only magic users. Do you want to train? Yes, I do. I want to train Loris, and let's see if we have enough money. Do you wish to train? Oh, no. We need to save. No. We need to save before we do this right in front of the door. Encamp, save, and then we're going to save on the... I'm actually going to save on the H file. This is just what I was doing last night. So we're saving on the H file, and now we're going to go in here. We're going to try to train, and we're going to see what we can get here. So train, yes, and we want her HP... Oh, wow. Okay, so this is where we get to learn a charm. Now, I don't see sleep on here. Wow. Choose spell and learn. Burning hands, charm person, enlarge, reduce, friends, magic. I don't see sleep on here. Enlarge. Enlarge would be a good spell. I think it's going to, make your fighters or whomever larger, probably increases their HP, maybe their attack power as well, or maybe just their defense, maybe everything. So Enlarge could be a good one. Magic Missile, I've heard that this spell is better in future D&D games and that it's not as useful in Pool of Radiance. So I think Enlarge sounds good. Let's do that. And, okay, that was a pretty good roll, actually. So Loris went up to 7, but we really probably need the max. And so let's exit to DOS, quit to DOS, yes. We're going to save on J. We really, need to get the maximum roll possible here. LH. So we're going to come back in here. Yes. And then 7. Because see, her HP is at 4 right now. Train, yes. And then I guess we'll just choose enlarge again. Ooh, we got lucky. There you go. That is an 8. So we doubled her HP. Save the current game, and we're going to save that on B. All right. So now we need to begin our adventure. And can we rest and memorize some spells? Maybe. So if we go to magic, I'm still learning how all this works. And then we go to memorize. Here you go. Loris can memorize magic user spells 1, sleep. We definitely want sleep. That is what everyone has said. So we're going to exit. And we're going to exit. Memorize these spells. Yes. And then we need to rest, I think, for her to lock in and actually learn them. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, we can't rest here. I mean, we could pay to rest at like an inn type house. But we can actually just go to the slums. So we'll just go to the slums. We know we can rest here. So magic, memorize. You can't rest inside the city. Sleep, exit, sleep, exit. Do you want to memorize these spells? Yes. And then we have to rest to actually lock them in. So Loris has learned or memorized that spell. So if we go over here, exit, view Loris. Does it say what spell? Oh, yeah, spells. S. Cool. So first level spells, Loris knows detect magic and sleep. And I think we're going to start using sleep in combat. What I don't understand is how this works in terms of like MP and like magic slots. And can we use it one time and then we have to rest? Or like, I don't know how any of that works. So we're going to save here on the C file, and we don't want to exit to DOS. All right. So on our objective over here for today, we did great. We already got Loris to level 2. So now it's just going to be exploring Kuto's well and see what progress we can make there. We also have the commissions we have at the City Hall clerk's office is something about Sokol Keep, which I don't really know anything about, or like how to get there or whatever. I don't know. And Sokol Keep on Thorn Island, and then something about like magic tomes that help with the history or give the history of Flawn or something like that. So we're going to try to encamp and rest here, and I just want to see if there's going to be random encounters. Okay, so there doesn't appear to be random encounters in this area, which is, I would say, good. But this is our block here. So is this whole block... Yeah, this is a big area. So before we go to Kuto's well, let's just try to explore a little bit more. And these walls are broken down, so you can just travel right over them. And I'm just trying to explore the northern parts of this area. Okay, we have some combat. Oh, a band of sickly kobolds carefully picking its way through the rubble. When they spot you, they stop and stare in surprise. The kobolds are trying to sneak off. I mean, I feel bad for them, but they're still monsters. I'm going to fight them. Sorry, no mercy, man. They're trying to sneak off, but I mean, y'all are still monsters. And if the roles were reversed, let's be honest, if they found our party in a vulnerable position, what would they do, right? They'd kill us. So, sorry, you guys. It just needed to be done. Continue the battle? No, we only got 13 experience points. What else do we get here? Money-wise, 160 copper and 8 silver. Okay, and then they had some items. Short sword studded, 18 arrows, short bow, hand axe. Yeah, I don't think we need any of that, so. Braun's encumbrance is 1841, so Braun actually needs to get rid of some stuff. We should have gone to a merchant, and we should have sold some stuff because Braun is carrying more than he should be. But for now, I think we're just going to encamp, save, see, and we're just going to keep boogieing on. Again, I just kind of want to explore this new area. We've got a little more strength now. Just searching for treasure in there. I don't see anything. Nothing in here. It looks like it's nighttime now. We still have search mode on, so we're going to get potentially more random encounters. So now we're over to the west. Let's encamp and save on sea, and let's journey through here just to see where we go. The plaza ahead is crowded with monsters. How will you proceed? Stride boldly forward, disguise party as monsters, sneak, remaining unseen. I mean, we'll try to sneak, I think. But I don't know how that's going to work. Okay, nothing in there. Don't mind us, we're just sneaking around. Ooh, wow, these houses here are obviously connected. It is nighttime. I feel like that bodes well for us. Ooh, and there's another place up here north. Man, I'm going to get so lost. So lost. Let's try to sneak in here. Ooh, there's a temple area there. I really want to explore the temple area. Oh boy, you spot a group of goblins. Oh, and demand, who are you? You spot a group of goblins and demand, who are you? Wait, I demand, who are you, or they do? I'm just going to be abusive, man. 4 goblins, right? Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, so far so good. So the goblins weren't too hard. Only 10 experience points. So I think that's commensurate with their difficulty, which was not very high. We've got silver of 72 that we're going to take here. And there are some items as well. We don't need any of these items, so we're just going to pool and share and exit. There's still loot, but no, we don't want it. This looks like a broken down temple. Your cover is blown. Well, yeah, I mean, I figured it would be. The monsters stand ready. I mean, yeah, I mean, let's... Ooh, we're not rested up, though. Okay, we're going to go for it, though. Oh, 16 orcs. Yeah, we're probably going to die. So we'll see how this goes. Orcs do not have a lot of HP, but the fact that there's 16 of them definitely means we are outnumbered. If I was doing manual combat, I should be able to use sleep. Can I do that? Let's try to do that. So we are going to do some manual attacks here. And then hopefully I'm in manual mode here. Okay, and then he's going to aim at... this one over here is probably the... Wow, there's a lot of them. This one's probably the biggest threat to me. So let's target him. Oh, nice. Okay. And so then we're going to move this guy. He's going to attack down there. Okay. Glim, you're going to attack down here. Okay, this is Ilara. We need... Oh, Loris died. So we can't cast Sleep because Loris just straight up died. So, well, then you're going to attack over here. And you missed. All right, I guess we can put it back on quick mode. The only thing I wanted to do manually was I wanted our magic user, Loris, to be able to cast Sleep on these guys. That's probably my fault for having everybody on quick and not, you know, having the advantage of being able to manually do the things that I want to do. And we were not at full HP, so if by some miracle we pull through this battle, which it doesn't look like we're going to, Tara just died. So we've still got Fex with his sling, we've got Braun and Glim, and we'll have to get really lucky. I mean, it looks like we're on the cusp of, like, we could potentially take these guys down. Oh, did they surrender? Oh, sweet action. Wow. So 86 experience points. We actually did pull through, but we desperately need to heal 384, and we cannot allow any of our people to officially die. So we're going to pool, we're going to share, and we're going to exit. We have to find a place. We have to find a place to rest. No. Flee. The party runs and escapes. We've oh, we can't use the area thing here? Come on, come on, come on. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're in a single door room right now. Can we encamp and can we rest? If we can. Ah, we're interrupted by hobgoblins. Only 2, but I'm pretty sure we're dead still, probably. We'll see if Glim and Fex can pull through. But the other problem, of course, is if we're not safe to rest here. So if we're not safe to rest in here, and if it's going to keep... If we're going to keep getting interrupted because we haven't yet cleared this area of random encounters, or maybe you can't clear all the areas of random encounters. Don't know how that works yet. There's some long swords here. I'm not going to bother with it. Pool, share, exit. There's still treasure. No, I don't want it. Okay, so we have 2 options here. We can try to run out of this area, back to a safer area, and I think that's our best option. It's not a great option. Let's do this. Let's encamp and let's save on H, an alternate file. So we're going to encamp, we're going to save on H, and then we're going to try to make a run back east. And if we maybe get lucky, maybe, oh, we're so close, we can get back to this area. And here, if we encamp and we rest, assuming that nobody is dead. Oh no, Loris didn't get back up. So what that means is Loris is dead. And it costs way too much money. Dadgummit. It costs way too much money. Quit to DOS, yes. We've got to reload an older save because it costs like 5,500 gold to revive one character, and we just really cannot afford that right now. So we can reload our C save. This was, I think, before we went into that area at all. Let's encamp and let's rest. And we'll need to do that for... I don't know. We're just going to do it for a bunch. Okay, that was more than we needed. Okay, so now we're going to save, and we're going to save on C. So when we come back through this area, we can stride boldly forward. We can disguise the party as monsters, or we can sneak remaining unseen. I mean, let's try the sneaking approach again. That worked out much better than I thought it was going to. An abandoned shop, broken shelves are all that remain. Could there maybe be some loot that remains? Maybe. There's a broken down temple there. Oh, another... Ooh, we can... This is a small shrine. Symbols of Bane have replaced those of Ilmater. I don't know what that means. Ooh, a robed orc is sitting here. What do you do? I'm going to greet him. Oh, really? Come on, dude. I was trying to be nice. I thought maybe you were like a holy orc. Holy orcs. All right. Well, that was weird. I wasn't really wanting to fight you, to be honest, but I guess an orc is an orc. So what are you going to do, right? Okay. Pool share exit. There's still treasure. Yeah, we'll take a look. What do you have here item-wise? Ooh, okay. Longbow, chainmail, battle axe, and 6 leather holy symbols. Holy symbols, I would think this would be a cleric. Maybe? Like Ilara? I don't know. We're going to have Ilara take those leather holy symbols. And then overloaded. Oh, no. Ilara's overloaded too? Well, we'll just have whoever can carry them, I guess. So Glim, can you take them? Okay, and then we have a longbow, we have chainmail here. I don't know what... We have banded mail on right now, so I think banded mail is better than chainmail. Don't really have any use for a longbow, and I don't really know... I don't really know what to do with a battle axe. Maybe take it? I don't know. If nothing else, maybe we could sell it. So, pool share, exit. No, I don't want to take that stuff. Okay. Well, it's looking like, as boring as this sounds, it's looking like we need to head back to Flawn and we need to sell some stuff. Okay, you spot a group of goblins, you stop and then move on. You stop and they move on. Apologies. Oh no, as you move, you overhear some ogres say something. You spot a group of goblins. You stop and they move on. Okay, can we just get out of here? There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we don't need to rest. So we need to find our way back. There's the well. So then we'll go right here. So this is going to take us back to the slums. And then, how do we get out of the slums here? I don't remember. This way? Yeah, through this brown door. There's the fortune teller's shop. We're going to bash this door in. It's really weird that you have to keep bashing the same doors in. Like, shouldn't a door stay bashed if you do a good job of bashing the first time? But we're dealing with a 1988 video game here, so... Okay, so we're healed. What we really need to do is we need to sell some stuff because we're kind of, well, we need to sell and we need to buy stuff for currency conversion because I think we're pretty overloaded right now. So yeah, we're going to say yes, and then we're going to say brawn. Well, first of all, we can pool. So if we pool everything and then we buy something for 1 gold, like a hand axe, we can then exit, and now you can see we have 4 gold and 1557 platinum. Okay, so we're going to take our gold and we're going to take 1557. I don't know that he can't take all of it. So we're just going to have him take 200 of that. And then actually, no, wait, we could just pool and share. What am I doing? We'll just pool and share. And then how do we sell stuff? So if I go in, okay, so I go into his items here. So we have a long sword. We can definitely sell that. 7 gold pieces. Sure, why not? Banded mail we have equipped. Shield. Why did we not already have a shield equipped? Oh, my hands are full. Oh, I'm on... Wait a minute. Braun has a quarterstaff equipped? What is happening, you guys? Why would Braun have a quarterstaff equipped? He still has a trident. I must be crazy. She should have a 2-handed sword. Braun had a long sword. The one that I just sold, apparently. Okay, so what is... wow, I don't know what just happened there. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and ready the shield. And then he's got a bunch of arrows, which I don't really know why we're holding on to arrows. Clerical scroll. Obviously want to give that to our cleric. 14 arrows. Banded mail. Well, he doesn't need another banded mail, so let's definitely say that. Ooh, 1,500 gold. Jeez, a loo. Okay. Quarterstaff. Okay, so Loris was supposed to have the quarterstaff. So let's view. Yeah, she has a quarterstaff right there. So I do not know what I did, but obviously something silly. But we'll go ahead and sell this quarterstaff. 500 gold. Yeah, geez. The bracers I actually think I want to trade. Can we trade those over to Tara? Because she has an AC of 4. All right, and then the hand axe. Yeah, we can sell the hand axe. 0 gold pieces. Just take it. It's free. So we need to get him another weapon. He's got this here. We need to trade our clerical scroll over to Ilara. He's holding on to all these arrows, and I guess I'm going to keep him holding on to the arrows because they're probably not very heavy. And so then Tara, we want to view items, and she has these bracers now. Now she has a 2-handed sword, so the bracers did not bring her AC down, unfortunately. That's what I was hoping it would do. And for Ilara, she has a flail, chainmail, and a shield. And then it says a clerical scroll with 2 spells and a clerical scroll. Your hands are full. So I don't know how these scrolls work. Maybe that's where you scribe when you rest. But I don't know if she needs to actually have the scrolls equipped, like in her hands or not. So yeah, these folks aren't going to really have much because Braun is the one who normally, if I was taking an item, he would by default get it. So a sling and leather armor. Okay, so the main thing we need to do now is buy a new weapon for Braun. And I'm going to go ahead with a longsword, I think. I don't want to do another two-handed sword. So yeah, I'm going to do a longsword. Oh, but I gave it to Fex. Okay, so I messed that up. Trade this over to Braun. And now let's go to Braun View Items and go down to the long sword and ready it. Okay, much better. So he had a quarterstaff equipped and now he has a long sword and banded mail. And, okay. All right. So I don't think there's anything else we really need to do here. We'll just pool and share everything. We don't have anything to appraise, so we'll exit. Okay, that was just a little bit of, I would say clerical work, but that's confusing in this game. And we'll go ahead and, no, we can't rest here. What am I doing? We'll go ahead and save here on our B file in the city, quit to DOS. No. Okay. Well, we haven't explored Kuto's well yet, and that was one of our main objectives for tonight. So what do you say we go there? We've explored some other areas, but let's go to Kuto's well and just see what we can make of that. We went down there last stream, and I would say we pretty much got wrecked. So, but I think that was before we were level 2, I think. So here's the fortune teller. We go north. No, not there. Here. And then go all the way down here. And before we jump down into Kuto's well, I definitely want to save. Okay. Before you lies Kuto's well. It is a source of water in all seasons. We're going to encamp. We're going to save on C file. Quit to DOS. No. Well, there we go, team. Let's go down into Kuto's well. Do you want to climb down? Yes, I do. You slowly climb down. Just above the waterline, a secret door has been left ajar in the south wall of the well. That's behind us. We're facing north. Do you want to climb up the rungs? No, we want to go south to the secret hidden door. You pass into hidden catacombs. This large room is dimly lit by sputtering torches. Through the smoke, you see curtains hung to cover doorways. Some movement occurs in the room's far corner, and then a volley of arrows tears into the group. Tara is hit for 4 points of damage. Okay, cowards. All right. We can use the area feature here, which is nice. But yeah, Tara already took 4 hit points of damage. So, let's go ahead and just go here to the east and see what we find here. There is a passage north right there. And there's another one south here. I think I want to explore the north first. No real particular reason, just have to make a decision. So, oh boy, you are surrounded by the bandit band of the infamous Norris the Grey. You dare to invade my halls? He snarls. Surrender or die. What do you do? I'm gonna fight you, but I'm gonna make sure to stop. Okay, there we go. Okay. So the very first thing I want to make sure, I want to see if I can do is if I can use sleep with Loris. So here we're on Fex. We're going to aim. And I don't like how close this guy is. So we're going to target this guy. That didn't go great. And so here we're going to just move and we're going to attack in that direction. Oh, are you serious? Tara already died. Okay, so that's really not looking good. And then we're going to... Ooh, our cleric here. She's kind of boxed in. Oh, man. Okay, so what is turn? She can, like, turn undead, I think. Ilara turns undead. I don't know what that means. I've got to look into that. And so here, finally, Move, view, aim, use, quick. Okay, so she doesn't have a cast. So she does not have a cast. Is this one of those D&D things where every time you rest or something, you have to memorize the spell again? Do you have to prepare your spell like that every single time? I don't know, but we're going to ask ChatGPT about turning undead with the cleric because I really don't understand that mechanic at all. And so we're going to see what ChatGPT has to say about that. So it's going slow. Really slow. Okay. Hey, so I'm playing Pool of Radiance on DOS, and I'm trying to figure out how the cleric's ability to turn undead works. Can you explain to me briefly how turning undead works in the video game Pool of Radiance with clerics?
Sure. In Pool of Radiance for DOS, clerics can use their ability to turn undead to repel or destroy undead creatures. Here's a quick rundown of how it works. 1. Level-based. The cleric's level determines the effectiveness of turning undead. Higher level clerics can affect more powerful undead. 2. Turning check. When a cleric attempts to turn undead, the game checks the cleric's level against the hit dice of the undead.
Okay, we don't need all of that information. So I got basically the core information that I needed, which is, and this makes sense, and forgive me for being dumb, the cleric is not turning undead. Rather, the cleric is turning the undead into dust, or just killing them, or harming them in some way. So if we were fighting zombies or skeletons or something like that, then I guess the cleric's turn ability would be useful there. Okay, but we don't have the sleep spell, probably because, and we could ask ChatGPT about this as well, probably because we need to be memorizing that every time we want to use it, and I'm pretty sure we're going to die here. So what we're going to do is just go back into quick mode. I'm pretty sure we're going to not exist here in a minute. So yeah, Fex is dead. Ilara and Glim are both still standing. Yeah, Glim, just fight to your heart's content, buddy. But look at all those archers over there. So there's a lot of archers. Yeah, this is not... I don't think we can fight our way out of this. I don't think any amount of positive RNG would really permit us. I mean, they are missing him a lot, but no, he's dead. Okay. All right, so... And now we exit the game. So let's restart and reload. We saved just outside Kuto's well before we went in there. So we need to look into preparing spells, I guess. I mean, I know you have to do that in D&D. You have to prepare your spells. And are we even going to be able to... No, we are going to be able to rest here. So we need to go down to Loris, and we need to do magic. And then memorize... No, it says can memorize 0 spells. Cast scribe has no scribable scrolls. So why are we not able to use sleep? Or why was there no option to use sleep for Loris? Yeah, I mean, spells in memory, detect magic, and sleep. Got to figure that one out as well, team. I don't know how that works. Now, I do know that Ilara had picked up some clerical spells. So if we go to Scribe, she's got Cure Light Wounds and Bless. I mean, she already knew these, right? So yeah, you already know that spell. You already know that spell. You already know that spell. So I think what that means is the scrolls that I have here, unless we have to equip them, let's ready this scroll with 2 spells. This would be really weird if it had to be in your hands. No, it doesn't look like it. So I'm thinking then that I should just be selling those scrolls, because I don't see any other purpose for them. So we've got the flail, the chainmail, and the shield, and I'm thinking we just need to sell these clerical scrolls because apparently they contain things that we already know. I don't know how to use sleep. I'd like to figure that out. But this game is full of mysteries. So we slowly climb down. No, we don't want to climb back up. Here we are, passing into the hidden catacombs yet again. A mysterious and strange figure appears, and a volley of arrows tear into the group, and apparently they missed all of us. So that was cool. In camp, save. Why don't we save this on D? Because we're in the depths of the well. Do we want to quit to DOS? No. So that was a good random start to things. But how are we going to be able to take these guys out if we don't have something like the sleep spell? And even then, I haven't even been able to use the sleep spell yet. Is there a way that I can turn quick off? Order, drop, speed, icon, picks, exit. So order, I don't know why the order would matter. We don't want to drop anybody, and we don't want to alter the speed. What I'm trying to make sure is when we get to a random encounter, I want to make sure that I can immediately take control. Okay, here's the bandit band of the infamous Norris the Grey yet again. Surrender or die. We're definitely not surrendering, so we're going to fight. So we're going to use the space bar here. And move, view, aim, use, quick done. I just wish there was a way for me to... Anyway. Combat is a little bit tedious. Sure, let's aim at this... Oh, that's Norris the Grey. I thought it was just a random hobgoblin. So what's something we could take down? He's got 11 hit points. The kobold leader has only 4, so sure, let's target him. No, didn't hit him. Okay. I really want to take out some of these kobolds. That's what I really want to do. But I'll go ahead and attack him just because I'm here. And I might as well attack here as well. Oh, man. Okay, so you're locked in where you are, Ilara. There's no undead to turn. So, done, and then guard, I guess. I don't like this. We're getting surrounded. Totally surrounded here. Cast. Okay, so we have the cast option now. Thank you. Yes, we want to cast sleep. Spell sleep. Center. I mean, wouldn't you think we would want center? Oh, that's centered on her. Okay, so spell sleep. I'm thinking it's going to be an AoE type of thing. So if it's going to be AoE, hopefully it's not going to hit friendlies. I hope it's not going to hit friendlies. Shoot, we should have gone... Hold on, let's go previous. Probably here is the best target. So T for target. Okay. Tara only has 1 HP. Are you serious? Okay, Tara's going to have to move. Oh, what? I tried to move Tara. What are you doing? You're blocked in, so you're going to have to guard. We can cast again? Okay, we can't cast. So you can cast that spell 1 time? Oh boy. Okay. I don't know. I guess done and guard. We're just in a very bad tactical position right now. And now I'm blocked in. Like I can't move. Jeez, Aloo. Let's aim for Norris the Grey. Any chance he got affected by sleep? Why did that act like... I am thoroughly confused by this combat system. There's just too much going on. Okay. What is happening? No, I want to attack... Alright, so I'm still on Thex, and what I want to do is I want to aim at him. Why can I not aim at him? There's no target option. And then when I hit the enter key, it advances. Exit. I don't know. Just quick, I guess. I have no idea. I can certainly understand why there are people who have given up on this game. Because it is, it's a little hard to play, honestly. Again, she can't move. She's just stuck there. We're just in a bad position, really. We probably should have done movement to start instead of attacking right away. There's really no reason in continuing this battle, you guys. We're just going to do quick so that we can get the battle over with, and then we'll get back to a DOS prompt and we can start the game again. So we do have the sleep spell, which seemed pretty powerful. It did seem like it was kind of AoE, so it was kind of like some people around the target. Good. Some people around the target were being affected as well, and so that's a good thing. And we saved on D because we were in the depths of Kuto's well. And so we're going to go here, and we're going to go load D for the depths of Kuto's well. I mean, I don't know if we're really leveled appropriately for this or not. The only other thing I can think to do is maybe get some oil flasks, because I think that's like a Molotov cocktail. I think you're like setting people on fire. We're definitely going to fight. And first chance we get here. Okay, so we really want to move into a much better position. It doesn't look like Braun can move. He's boxed in where he is. So I'm just going to have him attack the leader. It's not great. Okay, so then Fex, we're going to need you to like run, my guy. So yeah, we want you to like, I don't even know. I'm literally just going to run away with Fex and then say done and then delay. Okay, so Loris is already dead and she was going to cast sleep, so that stinks. Do we have any room to move? So yeah, Glim can move down here, and that's apparently all that he can move. So I guess we'll say done and guard. And then we're going to move with Braun. And Tara, that's Tara. I always think that's Braun. So that's Tara. So Fex is over here. I'm trying not to be stressed, you guys. But I'm feeling pretty stressed right now. Okay. All right. We're going to restart. And now I forgot I have to do all of this. Mount, unmount C. And mount C to C, // game. So that's not the way we want to exit out of there in the future. We have to do all this typing just to get back into our game. Okay. Ooh, you guys. So, you know, one thing is to say we may just, I mean, this may be a battle that we're just not ready for yet. D for the depths, and then let's save right outside here before we go in. So we're going to encamp, we're going to save. Let's go ahead and save on D, the D file again. Don't quit to DOS. And we're going to give it another go. We're just going to give it another go, and we're going to see... what do you do? Surrender or fight? I mean, let's just see what the heck happens if we surrender. You are stripped of all valuables, and oh, wow. We lit... Okay. I'm going to save on J, exit to DOS. Yeah, so we definitely don't want to surrender. That's not what we want to do. So we're going to give this one more go as far as fighting these guys, and just see if maybe we can get a little bit of a tactical advantage on them by moving around a little bit. And if Loris can stay alive, then we can hopefully cast sleep on them as well. And that would be advantageous. But, ooh, okay. So we've got Loris here. I mean, let's go ahead and have her cast sleep while she's still alive. And then, yeah, again, it seems pretty like AoE. So probably something like this, where there's a lot around. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that got all of them in a cross pattern. So, I mean, that should bring, how many is that? 5 of them into basically like a vulnerable state. And so if we can move Fex down here, literally, I really am just going to scramble him back down here to this corner. Done and delay. If we cannot die, oh my gosh. I think we're just, man. It's weird to me because we are in, one area over from the slums, which we cleared at level 1, and now we're level 2. So it would stand to my reasoning that we would be ready for this next area, or that we should be ready for this next area. But maybe not. Okay, so then Fex is just going to delay again. What are you talking about? No, delay. Well, okay, don't delay. Quick, I guess. Oh, wow. Can he really shoot his sling all the way over there? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to move. He can't move very much. Oh, he died. He died moving. Cool. I feel like there's no point, you guys. Loris is not a fighter. There's nothing that she's going to be able to do. I mean, we can bring her way down here, but at the end of the day, what's the point? Our cleric, I mean, theoretically... Ow! Jeez! Why did they get like 3 hits on me? Dude! Wow. Okay. Alright. Just do quick. So it appears to me that we are just... We're either woefully underleveled for this battle, or we don't have the tools in our tool bag. Meaning we might need oil flasks, or I might need to just get better at combat and figure out what we're doing. What we're doing wrong. You guys. I do need to figure out how many experience points we need to get to level 3, because I think we have enough gold for most of our characters to get to level 3. But I don't know, the experience points as far as that goes. I mean, it took over 2,000 for us to get to level 2. So why don't we ask ChatGPT, understanding that it's ChatGPT, so it might give us a completely wonky, incorrect answer. Let's just ask how many experience points a level 2 fighter needs to get to level 3. Hey, so playing Pool of Radiance on DOS, how many experience points does a fighter need in order to advance to level 3? I'm currently a level 2 fighter with 2,219 experience points.
In Pool of Radiance, a fighter needs 4,000 experience points to reach level 3. Since you're currently at 2,219 experience points, you'll need an additional 1,781 experience points.
All right. So again, it's ChatGPT. I have no idea if that's actually the right answer or not, because sometimes ChatGPT just be making stuff up. That's the one thing about it. If AI doesn't know something, it usually is just going to make something up to sound smart and like save face. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's exactly what it does. There are plenty of XP tables on GameFAQs. I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you. Yeah, I do need to look at those XP tables. And, I mean, I just don't know the point of going down into Kuto's well. I guess we could explore and try to take on some other enemies. Or we could go to the next area further west and we could try to get some XP there. One thing I'm seeing very clearly in this game is that you do not get experience points. The bulk of your experience points do not come from random encounters. They come from scripted encounters and fulfilling commissions. And so if we're going to get our team up to level 3, that's going to take some doing. Yeah, let's just go sneak in here again. Sneak remaining unseen. We'll see how long that lasts. Again, we can go down this sort of perimeter here. I don't really know the point of this. We could also go north. Why not? Let's go north. Why would we not? At this point. Okay, that door is locked. Don't bash it in right now. Let's encamp and let's save. And I'm actually going to save this on the D file because we are deep. We are deep in these unknown, uncharted waters, so to speak. So we bashed this room in and nothing happened. That's kind of good. So then we come out here. Okay, that door didn't need bashing. So let's explore this southern area. So yeah, that's going to take us back, I think, to the block we were in previously. All right, so then we can go north here. Doesn't appear to be a whole lot in here right now. We do have search mode on. Before you is Stojanau Gate. This ancient edifice is built across the bend of the river, thus isolating the old town and the castle from the rest of the city. The main wall rises 30 feet, while the two watchtower rise to 50 feet. Lounging around the entrance are a group of bugbears. Before the gate, you can make out a man with a wagon of goods, who is talking to two of the bugbears. The man hands something to the bugbears, and the gates open. Interesting. So we need some sort of pass, perhaps, to get through here. What is in this room here? Yeah, let's bash it. Why not? These areas appear vacant. Have we been in here? Bash. So I mean, maybe this is Sokol Keep. Before the oh yeah, no, okay. I have no idea. And I would think that Kuto's well, a voice from the tower yells, "Stay away from the wall." Okay. Group of bugbears come over. "We warned you. What's the matter? Can't you understand common? I guess I'll have to teach you." The leader swings at you. I mean, let's just start with a punch. Can we just start with a punch? Oh no, take the punch. Attack or take the punch. Apologies. All right, so attack or take the punch. Yeah, let's just take the punch. Group of bugbears come over. Okay, no, the same thing. Now beat it before we get serious. So I took the punch. I didn't lose any HP. So he just said stay away from the wall. He didn't say anything about get out of this area. Just stay away from the wall. No, I got too close again. Throw down your weapons. Flee, surrender, or attack. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and attack. We're gonna get killed. Now, bugbears only have 16 hit points, but there is a ton of them. So maybe this is where I should be using sleep, but Loris just died. So maybe an oil flask would come in handy here. And Dave, if you know, maybe you can enlighten me if the oil flask is, I think it's like a Molotov cocktail that you can like throw in there to like set people on fire. Maybe I'm way off. I don't know. Or maybe you have to use the oil flask, then use like fire magic or something. I have no idea. I don't know fire magic right now. So, but I know we're not doing so great with all of these bugbears. So, mostly used to keep trolls down. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, so the predicament I'm in here is, again, Kuto's well seems like the next place we need to go, but we're not able to make progress directly against the bandits. So again, we might just explore some other parts of the well and see if we can find other things in there. We're not anywhere near level 3, and it wouldn't make sense for us to try and use random encounters to get there as far as I know. But then again, you know, we could maybe attempt some of that in one of these stronger areas. So let's see. Decisions. Let's reload C, and this is, we're in front of Kuto's well. Let's go into Kuto's well, and let's avoid attacking the bandits directly. Do you want to climb up the rungs? No, we're going to go this way. And so, Do all your characters except for Mage have Splint Mail on? Your AC seems high. No, I think most of them have Banded Mail. Leather armor on Fex because he's a thief. Yeah, I don't have Splint Mail. So maybe that's something we need to buy. Okay, so Loris got hit for 4 points of damage. Don't really care, to be honest, because she's our mage, so I'm not too worried about it. But so, okay, we don't want to go where we went before. We want to explore some of the other areas down here in Kuto as well. You find a secret door in the north wall. Oh, in the north wall. Duh. Okay. Secret door in the south wall. Okay, so now we're in here. Oh, no. Ah, we encountered them again. Okay. Yeah, no, we're going to surrender, but only so we can encamp and save on J and exit to DOS. Did you find any magical gear from scripted encounters yet to ID in town? No, because I was never given the opportunity to detect magic. And so, yeah, I wasn't ever given the option at the end of a battle to detect magic. So I have found no magical items, which is probably putting me at a severe disadvantage if I even had one or two of those. So, I mean, I can go back and look for Splint Mail if that might help my AC, go down a little bit. Which way do we want to go here? This way. You can still pick the items up in ID in town. Oh, how do I pick them up? Okay. I just go back to the areas where the scripted encounters were and use detect magic. All right. Bandit is probably correct. Yeah, I mean, that's what I have, but we could go back, though, to the merchant and just see what they've got. So, yeah, let's see what you have. Let's pool our money. And let me just verify. So, yeah, he's got banded mail. And Glim has the banded mail as well. Tara has banded mail. Ilara has chain mail currently. I think actually don't know if Ilara can carry heavier mail or if chain mail is the max. Loris does not have anything because I don't know what armor a magic user can actually wear. Magical items appear as the last items in the list after an encounter. I know that I got some scrolls, like I got some clerical scrolls from some of the encounters. But, so if that's what you're referring to, I don't know. So, and then I've got leather armor here on Fex. So again, the only one who doesn't have any armor is Loris, and I just don't know what armor she can wear. They only use bracers. Oh. Okay. Well, we have some bracers on somebody. Let's see here. View items. So yeah, Braun is wearing a bracer. But we have another one too. Is the bracer doing anything on Braun? If we take it off, if we unready it, it didn't change his AC. So let's go items and the bracer, and let's trade that over to Loris. So if we go over to Loris, view items, bracer. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness. That takes her AC from 10 down to 6. Can she wear another set of bracers, perhaps? Bracers only really work well on mages and rogues. Yeah, can she wear more than one bracer? Because I think I have another bracer. I just don't know who has it. Yeah, here we go. She's been wearing the bracer. So let's unready that. And then trade this over to Loris. Exit. And then Loris, view items. Can she wear? Oh, wow. So her AC has now gone down to 4, which is tremendous. Of course, for my fighters, I would love for them to have AC, you know, down in the negatives, but I think the issue with that is if I go any higher on the mail, like if I go to, let me just see what it is. If I go to full on plate mail, it's going to reduce their movement by a lot, but it should help their AC. It's 400 gold. So if I bought plate mail for all 3 of my fighters, don't know if my cleric can wear anything higher than chainmail. Oh, go to town and ID the bracers if you want to know what they are. Like, how do I ID them? I don't know how to do that. Give me the deets, Dave. Let me know how to ID them. I know how to appraise jewels and stuff, but... and then, I mean, again, I can buy some plate mail for these guys. Pool. So I've got a decent amount of money. For plate mail, wait for +1 because it removes the movement penalty. Wait for +1. I don't know what that means either. Shop that sells items. Oh, okay. Do you want to go back and get your money? Well, yes. Why, yes, I do. Let's pool and share. And so you're saying to wait on plate mail. Okay, so a shop that sells items, there's probably a bunch. There were multiples, but I feel like there was a shop that sold items somewhere up in this corner of the map. To the north is the passenger dock. No, where was it? I really thought there was a little... is it this one? And offers you items for sale. Can I show you something? Yes. Okay. So then no gems or jewelry to appraise. So shop, then character, view items, ID. Oh. Loris, view, items, bracers, ID. Wow. Did not even see that before. Okay, so we're going to ID this bracer. For 200 gold pieces, I'll identify your bracers. Is it a deal? Sure. Bracers AC 6. Do I have to pay for this one too? ID. Yes. And that's bracers AC 4. Oh. So, okay, so I'm at AC 4 now, but if I take this one off, I'm still going to be at AC 4. Got it. And so then what I can do is I can at least trade this over to maybe Fex, who's at 7 right now. Let me go back and see. Yeah, so I mean, I could at least give this one to Fex and he would get down to 6 AC, which is still pathetic. I mean, it's still miserable. But it's better than nothing, right? Okay, so with AC 6, let's go ahead and trade this over to Fex and then go over to Fex, excuse me, view items and ready this. Oh, and his AC actually dropped to 5. So, okay, AC is looking a little better. 3, 2, 4, 4, and then 5. Give the 6 to the rogue. Yeah, that's Fex. Yeah, so Fex is my rogue, I guess, which is weird because they also call it a thief. I don't know if there's a technical difference there, but he's a thief, rogue thief, whatever. Can only wear 1 per person. The lower the number, the better. Yeah, okay. So the bad news about that, Dave, is I'm pretty sure I sold at least 1 other pair of bracers. Maybe? I can't remember if I did for sure or not. I think I sold one because I didn't really know the value of the bracers. Okay. So, what do you have for sale here? We have the brass mirror, the silver mirror, 1 flask of oil. You said that was good for trolls. Wooden holy symbol of Tyre, iron holy symbol of Tempest, silver holy symbol of Soon. I don't know what these do. And 1 holy water vial. I don't really know what those do right now. I kind of want to go back and get the plate mail, but you were saying I think not to, so sell the leather armor. Oh, good point. Good point. Can I sell it here? See if I can sell it here. Oh, nope. Exit. Effects. View. Items. So then the leather armor. Unready. Okay. So that... Sorry, having a brain spasm. No, yeah, that didn't... Okay, so then I can go in here and I can go to the leather armor and I could sell it. We get 2 gold pieces. You can't wear leather armor and a bracer at the same time. Makes sense. Well, we got 2 gold out of it. So, all right, so we got our bracers AC 6 over here. And, but AC looks a lot better. So, AC ain't in charge anymore. Okay. AC ain't in charge no more. That's what that makes me think of. Where am I? I think this is our regular armor shop over here. Okay, well, let's encamp and let's save on B. We've done a little bit of shopping there. Quit to DOS, no. Okay, we don't need to rest. All of our characters' HP is fine. AC is definitely better for, at least for Loris and Fex. Can Ilara wear anything higher than chainmail? Maybe we should buy her some banded mail. If it would even drop her AC by a point, I feel like that could be helpful at this stage. Otherwise, I really don't know what to do. I mean, going down in Kuto's well does not seem like the play at this point. In a scripted encounter, try to pick up all of the last loot items in the list of loot. That's where you would cast Detect Magic. Figure that out because you're at a huge disadvantage until you start casting that. Magic items exist only. Okay, let me make sure I'm understanding. So the magic items, are they going to have the name of a regular item? Like they're going to be hidden? So I appreciate that. I'm going to need good luck. You're right, Dave. I'm going to need the luck. Are the magical items, so like it's going to say like short sword or shield or something like that, it's going to look the same as all the other items? But then I can cast Detect Magic on it. And then again, I don't really know how to cast Detect Magic. So if I go over to who has Detect Magic, Loris, and then cast Detect Magic. Okay, that seemed like a waste. So then when do I get Detect Magic back? Do I just have to rest? So if I go in here and if I encamp and if I rest, do I get Detect Magic back? Okay, so then I go exit, I go Loris cast, no. Do I have to rememorize it? Magic, memorize, Detect Magic. Oh, wow. So like I have to do this... I have to do this every time? Memorize the spell. Yes. Rest. Oh, wow. So it appears... Wow. Yeah. All right. Yes, it's hidden, and when you ID it, it will have a magical property. Oh. So I bring it to a shop... and I ID it the same way I ID'd the bracers. So I do feel like I'm at a huge disadvantage because I've been through I don't know how many scripted battles and I haven't really been taking a lot of the loot because I didn't understand that it would look like a regular item. So like for example, let me see if I can get back there. So if we go this way... So yeah, for example, there was a scripted battle in here. Okay, so there was a scripted battle in this room, but basically you're saying, I guess, if the scripted battle is over and I didn't take the loot, I just don't have it. I've just lost it, I guess. So that's no good. On the loot screen after the fight, but before you leave the loot screen, highlight Loris and... oh, geez. Highlight Loris and cast Detect Magic, which will highlight the magic... I wish I had known that earlier. And yes, you have to rest every time you want spells back. That feels like something that they're going to fix in terms of quality of life in future games. I'm hoping that you don't have to get your magic spells back every time. I think they're going to fix that in later games. They have to, I feel like. Okay. So what if we go down in Kuto's well and instead of exploring... What if we rest to get some random encounters? Do you want to climb down? Sure, let's climb down. No, I don't want to climb back up. Let's go ahead and encamp and save on D. And we don't want to quit to DOS. And so now if I try to rest here... Oh, it looks like I can actually rest right there. That's kind of helpful. We'll experiment with that for sure. That's why you're dying. Magic loot is critical in this game. Bummer. I mean, I really, really don't want to have to start this whole game over. But hey, you know, whatever we have to do, you got to figure it out. This is definitely a trial and error game for sure. So that seems like a critical piece of information that I did not have. So let's encamp and let's rest and see if we'll get a random encounter. Yes. Okay. Oh no, the random encounter is this guy. Bummer. I didn't want the random encounter to be this guy. We'll go ahead and surrender. And we'll go ahead and encamp, save on J, and exit to DOS. Yes, and then we're going to use the start command to start over. Wow, all games you have to rest for the spells to come back. That is not my favorite, Dave. I'm going to be honest with you. So let's see. Let's. Which one are we loading here? Good Lord. Which one did I save on? B, because we were in the city. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so so resting to get our spells back. Yikes, that is tough. That is really tough stuff. So we're at a disadvantage because we didn't pick up the magical items because we didn't know they existed. Whoopsie-doo. You know, there was probably something in the manual about that, but there was a lot of information in the manual. So chalk that one up to me being a first-time player of Pool of Radiance. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. There is actually a scripted fight in here that I don't know that we ever completed. And so if we encamp and we save on C, let's say, quit to DOS, no. Could we maybe cast sleep? So what do I need to do? I need to do magic, memorize. Okay, so she's already got spells memorized and ready to go. I don't know, maybe we bust in this door and see if we're strong enough at level 2 to take down these guys? Ah, hold on though. Yeah, there we go. I want Loris to try and cast sleep. I think we're going to die in here. I think this is where we die. Maybe. Attack. Great. Not off to a good start, got to be honest. Our cleric here is kind of boxed in, so she can't really do anything except guard at the moment. So we need to at least move. Yeah, we need to. I don't know where I'm going to move Fex. Let's just have him aim. No, aim at this guy here. No, not doing so hot here. Oh boy. Okay, can you cast sleep? Yes, you can. And okay, so we want to cast sleep. I think it goes in like a plus sign. So if we cast it right here, I think it'll kind of land in a plus sign. Or not, because we also just put Tara to sleep. Okay. I thought it just moved in a plus. Apparently it moves in a big block. So we put Tara to sleep, which puts us at a supreme disadvantage. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and aim. Nope, go back. Target. Oh, so the gold box companion has the button to auto relearn the spells at rest. That really is nice. That is certainly a quality of life enhancement. So you can definitely see why they did that. I think I just took down the orc leader if I read that correctly. So that almost seems good. We're just going to have to do guard. And I mean, you can't really do anything else for us, Loris. So you're just going to do done and guard as well. Done and guard. Okay, so Tara died. She was Okay, cool. Took him down because I think we took him down because he was asleep, so he was in a vulnerable state. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that with this guy here. Ooh, but he still went down. Very nice. We're going to aim over here. I mean, I don't know how much of a chance there is here. Let's aim at one of the vulnerable ones. And, yeah, just see. Range 3. Are you out of range? Is that what's going on? I don't know. There's no target. There's no target command. I feel like this happened to me before. I don't know why there's no target command. Okay. Like, I don't know how to attack. Oh yeah, see, he's in a helpless state. Mobs that are asleep die in one hit. Yeah, that's what people were telling me, that sleep was very very powerful for that reason, because they're in a helpless state. The problem I'm having right now is there's no target option. There's no T target option appearing where it used to. So I'm using aim like I have in the past, and there's no option. Maybe because there's a guy adjacent to me? I have no idea. We're going to try to attack. Not with that weapon. Well, okay, cool. Okay, use quick. We'll just let him do whatever he wants to do. And then we'll use quick on you as well. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just quick everybody, to be honest, because it's going to take a stroke of huge RNG luck for us to get out of here alive. I don't see any way that it's going to happen. But I mean, I guess it's possible. Okay, so let's move up here and attack. Yeah, he was in a helpless state, so at least we got one more down there. Your teammate is dying. Yeah, I feel like if nothing else, at the end of this battle, yeah, can't fire an arrow with a mob in your space in front of you. That is what I was finally coming to learn or to realize. So, yeah. Okay, we're just going to do quick here. I don't think there's any way that we're actually going to be able to survive this. But I am wondering if with a little bit of luck, we might actually be able to take this mob down, maybe? If we use sleep, and if we put a bunch of them to sleep and don't put our own character to sleep, which is what happened previously. We put Tara to sleep, and then of course she died in one hit. Maybe if we use sleep, and if we get lucky, it looks like sleep is a block of like 3x3 then. I thought it was a plus sign, but I think it's maybe a block of 3x3 with a random chance to hit anybody in that 3x3 block. And so, you know, that's my interpretation. Have no idea. But yeah, right now, goodness gracious, I can't believe we've actually stayed in this fight as long as we have. And I'm wondering too, because we don't need a lot of movement for this, if we were to put plate mail on our warriors to lower their AC, we don't need the movement. So we could put plate mail on these guys, and if we cast sleep and we did plate mail, maybe we could actually take these guys down. Okay, it's just Loris, we're dead. All right, well, fun times. You need to have a longsword in your inventory, and it will switch to sword and shield instead of range. Oh! Thank you for that. So many pro tips, Dave. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So we are going to move back to the city, and conveniently, we're right outside the shop. So we are going to do a couple of things. We are going to go to Fex over here. Let's, do we want to pool our money? Yeah, pool our money. And then let's buy a longsword. Wait, can Fex use a longsword as a rogue? As we'll find out, huh? So a longsword, we're going to go ahead and buy him one of those. And then I don't know if he has a shield. So we're going to go ahead and... Where is the shield? Oh, there it is, right there. So in a shield. So then over here... Can he actually... Yeah, he can equip a longsword. Sweet. Nice. Okay, so we don't ready those. If I'm understanding you correctly, you're saying that by having it in his inventory, it will automatically switch when he's in close combat. Plate's a bad idea. It's expensive and like 3 square movements. Yeah, I know, but I'm just wondering if we could maybe take down that horde. You know what I mean? And get a bunch of experience points. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be a bunch of experience points. Maybe we would get some magical items, though. it might be worth it, even though it's expensive, to just buy some plate mail and just see. But yeah, it is going to reduce our movement. Yeah, I think we can try, and we'll just save on a different file. So we'll save on a different file, and if things go awry, they go awry. So we now have a longsword and a shield on Fex, so when he's in close range combat, he can switch to that instead of using the sling. Thank you for that pro tip. And now we're going to buy the plate mail, which is super de expensive. So we're going to try the plate mail. And Glim, I'm going to try it for all 3 of my warriors, fighters. Plate mail, I mean, assuming we have enough gold, which I think we do. Oh, he's overloaded. View items. Oh yeah, he's got some stuff, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know what the 6 leather holy symbols are. If you know what that is, let me know. He's got the ring. The battle axe, just sell it. Yeah, just sell the battle axe. The 6 leather holy symbols, let's go ahead and trade those over to Alara. And Alara's overloaded, so we don't want to do that either. I know I could move the banded mail, or I could sell the banded mail if I really wanted to. In fact, longsword is the best in the game. I've heard that it's the best all around, but apparently the game's very complicated when it comes to how it calculates damage, and it depends on the size of the enemies. So you have small enemies, then you have like human-sized enemies, then you have large enemies. And I've heard that different weapons, might be better in different situations, but that the longsword is kind of the all-around. Most people say it's the best all-around weapon. And yes, on quick, the PC will auto swap from range to melee. Eventually you want ranged options and arrows in all fighters. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So what I'm trying to figure out now is what to do about the encumbrance and being a bit overloaded here. So let me go back here. So he currently has a trident. Maybe I should just give him a longsword then instead of the trident. So let's actually unready that. Let's go ahead and sell our trident. And he has banded mail currently with a shield, and he has that ring. And maybe we can trade these 6 symbols over to Loris. Loris is overloaded as well. Can we trade it to Fex? No. So are these like really heavy leather scrolls? Holy symbols? I don't know what the holy symbols are. This is where ChatGPT can also help us. Hey, so in Pool of Radiance for DOS, what do the leather holy symbols do?
In Pool of Radiance for DOS, leather holy symbols are items that can be equipped by clerics or paladins. These symbols are used to channel divine power, typically providing benefits like turning undead or casting specific cleric spells.
Okay, we get it, ChatGPT, we get it. Therefore, a quest I can't talk. Therefore, a quest way later in the game, but you get them much later in the game. They are very heavy. Yeah, I can tell. I suggest dropping the symbols until later when you find more, up to you. So when you say dropping them, will they remain in the area I drop them, or is they just disappear from my inventory? In other words, what would be the difference between dropping and selling them? If I drop them, can I come back and pick them up later? Only other option is like a two-handed sword. Yes. So I do have a two-handed sword on Tara, which I just thought I thought maybe that'd be kind of nice, to have one two-handed sword fighter. The leather symbol question above. Yeah, you did. You answered about the leather symbol. I just didn't know what the difference between dropping and selling the leather symbols would be. If I'm going to be able to find more later, then cool. But let's go to Tara and view her items. So she does have banded mail. She really doesn't need a shield if she's got the two-handed sword. So let's go ahead and sell the shield. We can always buy another shield. And let's buy some plate mail for Tara. So we're going to buy some plate mail for Tara. And then, nope, gone forever. But you're saying we can get more of them, so we don't need them right now. So they are insanely heavy, and because they're insanely heavy, sell. I'll give you 0 gold pieces for you. No, I'm not going to give them to you. I'm just going to drop them right here in your shop. Your 6 leather holy symbols will be gone forever. Drop it? Yes. Okay, I dropped them. Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So when we need them, we'll be able to get them. So let's go back to Glim here, and let's actually buy the plate mail. This is just an experiment that we're running here anyway, just to see, if maybe we can get through some of these encounters with plate mail. So let's go ahead and equip these and just see what happens. So we are currently at AC 3 on Brawn. And so if we go to plate mail, we go from AC 3 to only AC 2. So it's only dropping my AC by 1. Okay. So it's only dropping my AC by 1. I was hoping for more of a buff. I mean, every little bit is going to help. We're currently at 4 and now 3. So, I mean, it is dropping a little bit. Our movement is at 6. Exit. And view here. And let's see. I mean, we've been going about an hour and 35 tonight, so I think we're pretty good with the plate mail that we got. Yeah, I think that's good for tonight. I think we can experiment tomorrow, but what I definitely do want to do, yeah, no, the tips have definitely been helpful. You've left some money here. Do you want to go back and get your money? Yeah, we want to get our money. So we're going to pool and share. We're going to exit, and we're going to go ahead and save on a different file, though. So we're going to encamp, and we're going to save. And I am going to save. I'm going to forget this. So I'm going to save on F for forget. And do you want to quit to DOS? Yes. So next stream, we will experiment with the plate mail, see if it does any better for us. But thank you, Dave, for all the tips. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate the follow as well. We're at 10 followers on Twitch. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we're at about 280, getting close to 290 subscribers. So it's great to see that many subscribers on there. But here on Twitch, we'd love to have some more followers. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please do like, follow, and subscribe, whatever platform you are on. But we are going to wrap up for tonight. And until next time, stay glassy, gang.